Hi you guys, and thank you once again for visiting Mommy is My Favorite Cook, where we make healthy recipes that your family will actually eat. Behind me I have tons of ingredients, and I want to show you how you can just grab anything from your fridge and your pantry and turn it into a meal. We're going to be using these ingredients to make a turkey chili. But before I show you how to do that, go ahead and like this video and subscribe so you never miss another recipe with me. Okay, so I am going to show you what I have here on my kitchen table. I pulled all of these ingredients from the pantry and the refrigerator, and I just want to show you the types of things that you can throw into a pot of chili and make a delicious, healthy, easy weeknight recipe using them. So the first thing I found in my refrigerator was about 3/4 of a yellow bell pepper. Here you go. And then also in there was 1/4 of a yellow onion. I had used these earlier to make fajitas. I made some really great breakfast fajitas. Check that recipe out. Also, we have here some carrots. Believe it or not, carrots are delicious inside chili. They are amazing, and they really take up any flavors that you put into the pot, whether it's spicy or warm flavors like cumin. But those are awesome. And then I got some garlic. You could use garlic powder, or you could just omit this completely. I also have some chili peppers. This is something that you don't have to have, but if you have them and your family likes spicy food, this is a great thing to throw in there. These are hot. Also, a tomato. I found one, so why not just throw it in? But I also have a can of diced tomatoes. Now, they do sell all kinds of tomatoes, so any kind that you have is good. I know I've seen garlic and basil flavored. I've seen chili tomatoes. So these are just diced tomatoes. I've also seen roasted tomatoes, but we'll use this. We'll also use this because it has some sauce in the can, which is also going to be delicious inside of our chili and give it a lot more liquid. And then I didn't have any tomato paste, but this just goes to show you that you don't have to have the exact ingredients in any recipe. Typically, I use tomato paste when I'm making chili or spaghetti, but I have tomato sauce today, and that's what we're using, and I'm going to show you how we use tomato sauce. And then the last and final ingredient, this is turkey. Ground turkey. I get this from Aldi. It's Fit and Active brand, and it has no preservatives added or hormones added. It's fresh, and it's an excellent source of protein, and it's lean. And now that is going to be 1.2 pounds of ground turkey. If you're a vegetarian, you don't have to add this. Obviously, you're not going to. These ingredients would all be delicious in a chili with no meat. That's completely fine. Or if you want to use steak, you could use chicken. You can use ground beef, but I tend to stay away from ground beef now that I'm eating healthier. And then I do have some black beans and some pinto beans. They are actually cooking in my pressure cooker. We'll be adding those as well. You can add canned beans, any type of beans that you like. You can use northern beans, black beans, pinto beans, chili beans, anything you have. But I'm going to go ahead and start the recipe. So come with me and I'll show you how we make this easy, delicious weeknight chili from things we have in the pantry and the refrigerator. Alright you guys, so we're just going to chop up our ingredients. I wanted to take the time to show you how I chop the ingredients for the chili. I have about 8 little baby carrots. I've already started to cut them into just little bite-sized circles, and cutting them makes them cook a lot quicker, makes them really nice and soft. I know that kids don't really like to admit that they like vegetables. This is a way to definitely sneak in any veggies that your kids refuse to eat. I know for sure that I would really love some zucchini in here, but I don't have any right now. I also have a butternut squash, but I'm using it for another recipe. That would be another delicious thing to put in here. But we're also going to cut up the yellow pepper that we had. We only had a quarter, so that's what we're using. And we're just going to dice those peppers up really small. We want to make sure that we don't get any seeds in there, but we also want to make sure that we cut out the white parts because the white parts are really bitter. And you just take your knife and get them out. This knife is not that sharp. I did get some new knives for Christmas. This is one of them, but it's not like stupid sharp, which is good because I'm a home cook. I'm not a chef, so I don't want to get cut. But this is really just all you do is just rustically cut the peppers. We want them kind of small. I even use the end. I don't waste anything that is actually worth eating. This is so soft. All right, so we're just going to get those cut up, and then I'm going to show you guys. I know that there are people who don't buy fresh garlic, and it's really cheap. It's really reasonably priced, and there's no reason why you shouldn't be cooking with fresh garlic. Here's my garbage bowl. Because it's really has a totally different flavor than powdered garlic. So what you do is, here is a fresh garlic. I don't know what these are called, like a garlic flower. I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments. And you just take your knife, and this is actually fun. Put it down on top of the garlic and hammer it. All right, that loosens it up, and we're going to be doing that again. Now for this recipe, I only want to use 2 cloves of garlic. So, and I know this is going to be a long video, but you know what? You can always fast forward. If you know how to cut garlic, fast forward. This is for the people who don't know how. Now, garlic can be a little bit hard to peel, but if you also pound the clove, it mashes, and then you can just pull it out. And then you want to cut the little ends off of the garlic. See that? You just cut that off, and then you just dice it really small. And it tastes so good, you guys. I mean, it's way, I'm not even using my bowl. It's way better than powdered garlic. And I'm not going to say I don't use powdered garlic for things, but, or if I don't have fresh garlic, but I want you guys to try it. And you don't have to if you don't want to, but now you don't have an excuse because I showed you how to handle garlic. All right, so we just cut it the long way, and then we're gonna cut it, can you guys see? Yeah, you can. The other direction, and then you can pretend that you're like on TV, and you can just go like this and cut it up. And that's just 2 cloves. It's not a big deal. And your hands will smell like garlic, so I am warning you now. They will smell like garlic, and it's hard to get it off. But I heard that if you rub your hands on stainless steel, then your hand will not smell like garlic anymore. So that's awesome. Now for our onion, it's just about, I'd say a quarter of a yellow onion. You decide how much onion you want in yours. We're just going to cut the onions. We're going to kind of dice them. I don't think I'm going to use this whole thing. I'm going to put these pieces away for another recipe, which is cool because then I don't have to cut and peel another onion. And then I also have a tomato. I'm just going to roughly chop it. It's really soft. That's why I'm using it. I'm not even going to cut the end off. I'm just going to it's soft, but it hasn't gone bad yet. So I just want to throw that in there and just get rid of it, even though I'm using canned tomatoes. And then I'm also going to throw in 4 of these hot little yellow peppers. And the reason I'm just going to throw them in like this without dicing them up is because I do have a 5-year-old. He doesn't mind a little bit of spice, but I'm going to give these peppers to Dad and big brother Sandro, who's 9, because they will appreciate them. So I'm just going to leave them whole. I'm going to take you guys over to the stove and show you how we add all of the ingredients into our pot and what we do next. So come with me. Alright, so we're here at the stove and I have a pot. You want to grab like a big pot, like a Dutch oven, which I do have one, but this pan is new. Got it for Christmas, of course, and I'm a little nervous about using it, but I want to try recipes in this pan and see what it can do. I really love it because it has a lid. Typically I would use my Dutch oven for this, but we'll see what happens. Because I'm a little nervous about this pan, it's not, I don't know if it's really non-stick or not. Let me look at the box, because I know, let's see. Where's that? Okay. So this is stainless steel. I don't know how non-stick stainless steel is. We'll find out, but I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of olive oil because my turkey is very lean, and I'm going to be just cooking the ground turkey in this pan. It's making noise. And this is considered a Dutch oven. It's not a cast iron Dutch oven, it's a stainless steel Dutch oven. So I'm just gonna take my ground turkey and cut it open with my knife. And just drop this in. The olive oil heats up really quickly. This is over medium-high heat. Let me turn it down a little. And this ground turkey is still a tiny bit frozen, but that's okay. It's not completely frozen, but it is going to bubble. I just know it is, so I'm gonna back up. Now, if your ground turkey is a little bit frozen, you have two options. You can throw it in the microwave and defrost it. That's a common option that people choose. But me, I will add a tiny bit of water to the pot, put the lid on, and let it cook. And continue to check on it and like break it apart throughout the cooking time. I do have a really good lid right here. I'm going to use it because mine is a little bit frozen, so I'm just gonna let it cook a little and then I'm gonna come back. Alright, you guys, so as you can see, the turkey is cooking. It's not completely done. I did break out my wooden spatula so that I can just pound down onto the meat and break it apart without damaging my pan. And yes, I have a fish tank on my kitchen table. I need to buy a stand. My fish weren't happy. Bought them a bigger fish tank and didn't buy a stand. Go figure. But anyways, at this point, you want to go ahead and add your peppers and onions to the pan so that they can get a kind of a head start on cooking. So we will do that. Just a sec. So now we can go ahead and add a teaspoon of cumin. Believe it or not, I don't like cumin that much. You can also add a tablespoon of chili powder. So we're just gonna go 2 tablespoons of chili powder. I apologize. So go generous with that. Then I've added already the diced tomatoes. My camera went out a little bit ago, but we'll also add the tomato sauce. If we had paste, we would use paste with some water, but we have sauce, and I have water on standby, just in case we need that. Now we're gonna just stir this up. Oh wow, this looks amazing, you guys. I'm gonna bring the camera over and show you in just a sec just how amazing this looks. Now I know a lot of people put sugar in their chili. That is a no-no. It probably tastes amazing, but I do not recommend doing that. If you're trying to lose weight, you don't want to eat sugar, period. You can go ahead and put some agave or some honey in here. I've done it. I also used to put brown sugar, but don't do that either. You don't need to put sugar in your chili or your spaghetti. That's not a thing that you need to do. I do have a cup of water. I'm just going to add a tiny bit. I want to show you guys before I add the water so you can see why I'm adding it. I'm going to show you. All right. So as you can see, it's pretty tight. There's not a lot of sauce in here. It's a really beautiful color though. You see what that chili powder has done? Which is awesome, but we just want to add a tiny bit of this water because we want to cook this for a long time. And yes, the vegetables will release a little bit of water as well. So we only wanted to add a tiny bit. And then I'm going to I'm going to also add beans. We forgot to add the beans. Let's do that now. So here's my pressure cooker. Let's turn it around and open it up. Oh, I gotta let some of the steam out so I can open it up. Come on. Pressure cookers are safe if you don't try opening them before they're ready. You have to let all of the steam out of your pressure cooker before you open it, and know your pressure cooker is not going to explode. I don't know how that happens. I've heard of that, but I haven't had any problems with my pressure cooker. Now this is a strainer that I use for my beans, and I'm just going to get them out of here. These are black beans and pinto beans. I'll show you guys. All right, just gonna add them in. It's not much. It's about as much beans as 1 can of beans that you would buy at the store. So then we're gonna check for water again, just to see if, because this is going to add some liquid, but we just want to make sure that we have enough liquid so that this doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. And my kids are not even out of school yet, and I've practically made them dinner already. This is awesome. All right, so that's all the beans. It's just 2 in there. And I'll take care of that later. So we're just going to stir this up. Now it looks like chili. Wow, we don't need any more liquid. It's gorgeous. All right. I'm gonna show you guys the final vision of gorgeous chili before it cooks. Let's see. Let's see what I see. Look at that. That's beautiful. So we're just gonna cover it with a lid. All right, so we're just going to cook our chili with the lid on for an hour, and we're going to keep the heat on a almost completely low simmer. It's gonna be like a medium low. I'll show you. So make sure that your chili is boiling, and that's the type of heat you want to have so that those carrots cook all the way through and they're really soft and kind of spicy because we do have the peppers in there. All right, you guys, so I'll be back to show you the finished chili. All right, so the chili has been cooked, and I just want to show it to you before I even open up the lid. I'm gonna let you see it first. So let's go. There we have, oh, it's so beautiful. There we have our chili. See the peppers and the beans. It's very hearty chili. I don't put noodles in my chili. I don't like it. But if you wanted to put noodles in here, that would be absolutely up to you. I'm gonna serve this up and show you guys how we eat our chili in this house. Alright, so here I am with my 2 boys back from school, and we're ready to eat. I'm gonna show you how our family serves our chili. We don't have any cilantro, we don't have any avocados like usual, but that's okay. We're going to use some tortilla chips. I'm going to use some Greek yogurt, and they are going to probably choose sour cream over Greek yogurt because that's what they do. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, what would you like, sour cream or Greek yogurt?
Sour cream.
Okay, go ahead and get some. Wait, you need a spoon. some sour cream. Here, Junior, you can use this spoon.
Yeah, I like that.
And I will get Greek yogurt. Do you guys want some tortilla chips?
No,
Yes,
thanks.
please.
No, you don't want any tortilla chips, Junior? He can't, he doesn't. All right, so
Ooh, I love this dinner.
we will break some in there. Okay, come on, please.
Okay. Break some.
All right, there are your tortilla chips. Junior, do you want some? You don't have to.
It looks really good.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
good, Mom.
Would you like some tortilla chips?
No, thanks. Can I go now?
You need to eat your dinner. All right. So that is our chili. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Looks like the kids really like it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you never miss
really
another
good.
recipe with me.
Yeah, it's really good.
They like it. Bye now.